Yeah, I mean, I think they're all kind of raising their level a little bit. I think from Matt to Chris to Terrence, they're all trying to you know carve an itch. They all want to play, and they're all working really hard. As you guys see every day, they're over there working on their defense. So they're getting there. They're getting there. We're gonna have to use a couple of them here a little bit more regularly soon.
Is that the biggest thing you want to see, Nick? Is defense from that group, like in terms of somebody standing out and
Well,
setting themselves apart?
I just think that again, like we got to be able to go in there and control some things we can control, and understanding the defensive game plan, and being able to execute the schemes, being able to read the personnel. Who are you guarding? What does he do? You need to be able to hold your own there. You can't put you out there and have you make mistake because there's four other guys, let's say, out there doing everything right, and you have a breakdown, and that ends up not being very good for us, right? So we want them to be able to hold their own and execute. Get on the game plan, and then whatever offense they give us becomes a bonus.
Obviously, fouls have been an issue for Pascal early here. How difficult is it for a player like that who's aggressive by nature to find that balance of being aggressive without, I guess, being too aggressive and fouling?
Yeah, I mean, Josh, he hasn't been very smart, if you want me to be honest with you. Most of those have been fouls, and they're touch fouls that they're not calling on everybody, and they're not calling every trip up and down. But if you go back and by the letter of the law, they say, hey, he's got two hands on him. So he's got to take the two hands off him. And that's what we're working on. Just we're pouring over the film. We're showing him, just a little bit, and that's okay. I mean, it's something he can change quickly. I'm expecting him to change it tomorrow night, right?
Yep. Is that a big part of this adjustment in terms of becoming more of a featured player in the offense, understanding how important he is and not taking those risks that maybe he could have gotten away with?
Well, I don't know, Josh, that I remember him being like this, right? So I'm not sure why he's doing it now, and I don't know if it has anything to do with anything other than he needs to knock it off. Right, just needs to knock it off, and again, I don't remember him being a foul-prone guy at all. Right, for some reason, all of a sudden he's picking up too early in games, and again, like most of them are silly, and he's not. It's not like he's being put in difficult situations. A lot of them are 30 feet from the basket or 20 feet from the basket, and he's just got his hands on them. He's got to adjust.
Is that dangerous in terms of getting a reputation with officials?
Well, I don't know, Jonesy. I think that what I would say is you got to take yourself out of positions where they can call stuff, right? So if you got your hands on people, show them your hands so they can see clearly that you're not touching. And then I think again it's a lot of wasted energy if you're going to be talking to them about every call and you're going to be leaving the floor slowly, etc. But I will say this: some guys that complain all the time get a lot of calls. Some guys that don't complain all the time get a lot of calls. I mean, how do you know?
Is that something you say to guys like, let me do the soccer, let me do it?
I don't say it like that very often. I don't like what I do say and have said here recently is that we need a lot of energy for scoring. We need a lot of energy for guarding. We need a lot of energy for rebounding, and we're wasting energy in places we're not getting much return on. So let's try to conserve and save our energy and focus on what we need to focus on.
Is this as tough as you've seen the West, Nick, in a while? Like everybody talks about, the discrepancy in the West, and it only takes one team.
Well, I haven't played too many teams in the West yet, right?
I'm just thinking about what's ahead of you after.
Yeah, no, I mean, I agree. I think it probably answer you a little bit better after that, right? Certainly a lot of talent on a lot of those teams, but I think there's, it wasn't easy going through Philadelphia, Milwaukee, and Orlando. The teams we had to go through, those were good-ass teams.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Nick, have you seen the clip of Kenny Atkinson trying to communicate with his team holding up the
I haven't seen it, but I have heard about it.
Have you ever been in a situation late in games where you're trying to communicate something? And
Yeah, we certainly are in those situations a lot, right? Where it's loud and things are happening really fast, and you're trying to change a coverage, etc. We've considered a number of different options on how to get that communicated to our team, but for the most part, we've been able to do it through verbal or hand signals or
Does it factor into your decision, Nick, at the
passing
beginning
them.
of the game, whether you put your offense or defense in front of you? I know as a visitor you have that option.
Yeah.
And some teams do it to you when they come in.
Yeah, it doesn't really factor into me. I think you got to do it both ways, home and away, and some teams flip the court, so you end up doing it one way one night and one day the next. There is some times when it does become a decision for me to do it, but not too often.